Well, I just got done watching the Disgrace of the Flag at UMF. Who cares, really? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It sucks that, you know, in the video you weren't really able to see what was written on the students' pieces of paper that was on their backs, because the video guy only showed it for a couple seconds. The weird thing is that I saw a comment in the text comments about how, you know, is this the way our generation looks at the flag? And no, it's not really. I mean, I look at the flag with, you know, with respect, but as far as not putting it on the ground or not using it in a way of being disrespectful, I don't think there's any real way to just disrespect a flag, because who cares? Whenever that piece of cloth, and I'll use the quote directly from the film, whenever a piece of cloth can go over and be decapitated or be blown up by an IUD and have to go return home to its family, you know, with missing arms, legs, or have to have the intolerable, disgraceful job of going over and having to kill someone, you know, understandably you're trained to do it, and it's war, and that's just what comes, you know, death happens. And, you know, I'm not even going to go into that. I don't even care about the war. I really don't. It's unnecessary at this point, and I can't really complain about it because we're already over there, so whatever. But as far as the video goes, I mean, the flag wasn't disgraced, and like I said, it's a piece of cloth. It's a piece of cloth that can't do anything. It flaps in the wind. It's a symbol of freedom. That's what all veterans can say, and there's no veteran and there's no one on here that can attest to the flag being some kind of a physical symbol. And the funny thing I find about it is that veterans and people, or people in general, that really stand up for the flag and stand up for the flag's rights and are all about the flag, like you can't put the flag on the ground, and you can't hang the flag upside down, and you have to hang it at half-mast during a time of mourning, and you have, you know, and they're like, and they have a flag sticker on their SUV, and they hang their flag out their window, and they have one in their front yard, and then they're down for the flag. They love the flag. They love their freedom. They love the flag. 9 times out of 10, these people that are super into the flag are ultra religious. They're Christian conservatives, and you know, if you're a Christian, I mean, I believe one of the 10 Commandments say, you know, that you shouldn't worship any other idols besides God. So if you're a Christian and you're following the 10 Commandments, and they're the same 10 Commandments that the same people that fight for the rights of the flag for a piece of cloth will fight to put like 10 Commandments on courtroom buildings and justice buildings and things of that nature. You know, so they're all ultra religious. And the thing is, like, well, the Bible directly says don't worship any other symbols or bow down to any other idols besides me, because I'm your God. And veterans and everyone else today, the flag is a symbol of freedom. It's a symbol of strength and courage. It's a symbol of this country, of this great nation. No, it's not. No, it is not. The Statue of Liberty is not a symbol of this country. The Eiffel Tower is not a symbol of France. The maple leaf is not a symbol of Canada. Okay? What is a symbol of the country? It is the inhabitants of it, and how those inhabitants will go and deal with conflicts that happen, and how to keep that peace and how to keep that freedom. Okay? The Bill of Rights, being a piece of paper, to me has more, and the Constitution have more leniency, and have more, not leniency, excuse me, have more severance when it comes to a symbol or just a piece of paper that actually means something like that. Those words actually mean something. They define what I am free to do. Now, don't get me wrong, that veteran and anybody else on here, you're completely, I love the First Amendment. You are free, just like I am, to come on here and blast me and flame me and tell me I suck and I'm un-American and I should move to Canada or something. You know, I'm a fucking long-haired hippie or whatever. And that's just not the case. I love this country. I love being here. You know, I have family members and really good friends of mine that are overseas right now in Korea and in the Middle East. So, I mean, I know the pains of war and I know the pains of fighting for freedom. So, it's not necessarily a long shot for me not to be like, you know, just I'm standing back and I'm saying all this rhetoric and not really understanding what's going on. So, that's just my whole take on it. It's just the flag. It's not a big fucking deal. To me, you making stickers out of it and bumper stickers and fucking t-shirts and boxer shorts and sweatpants and bras and bikinis and what the fuck ever, putting the flag on random advertising merchandise, okay, it to me is more disrespectful and disgraceful to it than putting it on the ground. In my opinion, also being an American citizen, okay, I can go into a hotel room and I can get or any church for that matter, and get a Bible for free. As an American citizen, obviously, I should be able to go to any fucking corner, some surplus store if you will, and get an American flag for free to hang in my yard if I want to. I choose not to. You know, because I really don't have room in my yard for it and I don't care. But the fact that you have to pay for the flag, you know, yeah, freedom isn't free, ha ha ha. Yeah, I shouldn't have to pay for something that represents all this shit that you fight for. If you fight for all this shit and you're pumping in billions and billions and billions of dollars in this war, fuck, toss me a flag every now and again. If I want one, I should be able to get one for free. And you know, and you're gonna come up, oh, you can get those little fucking plastic piece of shit ones for free. No, I'm talking about one of those big 10-foot fucking cloth ones, one of those big canvas flags. Like, oh, well, they cost money to produce. Well, I don't care. So does lots of other things. So does war. But I'm not saying, I myself right now, as I'm sitting here talking to a goddamn camera, am not seeing any benefit of the war in Iraq. None. I carry on my day. I watch Eli Stone and reruns of fucking other sitcoms, and I watch reality TV. I just do my thing. I work on my websites, and nothing's different. Nothing's different. Okay? So to sit here and say, oh, well, that war means something and you're fighting for your freedom, blah, blah, blah. No, they're not. This war is not about freedom. This war is not about freedom. So don't fucking come on here and tell me on your goddamn stupid fucking tirade that the soldiers over there right now fighting for my freedom. That's what they fight for. Look, dude, I'm all about supporting the troops. I support the shit out of the troops. I love the troops, you know, because the thing is the fucking lamestream media doesn't like to show the soldiers that are in the hospitals that are blown in half. When they show clips of like Susan Sarandon or like Nicolas Cage visiting troops, they show the guy that has like a fucking bandage on his head and it's like, he's like, yeah, it was, you know, I was like 100 yards away from my IUD when it went off and I got hit with some shrapnel and got stabbed a couple times with some metal spikes and and whatnot. But they won't show the kid that was not 100 yards away, that was like fucking 10 feet away from it, that got blown to bits and is now, you know, missing, you know, both his legs and half of his left arm, you know, and before he left a pregnant wife and now has a 3-month-old baby at home, and has to go home and try to, has to go home and try to explain to his little girl why her daddy can't run with her, can't play catch, can't fucking take her to the park and fly a kite with her, you know, oh, tie it to the back of his wheelchair. Fuck you, you know, you smart ass dumbasses trying to fucking come up with little responses to everything I'm fucking saying. Doesn't really matter, Okay, yeah, but I mean, like, it's not the same. You probably, if you grew up with a dad, then you understand, dude. It's pretty cool having a mom and a dad that can run with you and play with you and you know, go bowling with you and blah 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 blah. You know, yeah, dude. With one arm, it's kind of hard to do all that shit. You know, it's kind of hard. You know, right now she's only 3 months old. Yeah, he can hold her and he can cuddle her and they can bond. But once she gets 1, 2 years old and she starts running around and walking around, I mean, how's he gonna keep up with her?